Coach, when I saw your score, first thing that went through my mind was, number one, do you like to play now on nights where it's really sloppy and messy because you had the most yards you've had in the entire season? Yeah. And number two, the other thought was, when you guys had the last two games, you got off to a slow start. Apparently that wasn't the case this time.
Yeah, our focus last week was just all on, actually the motto of the week was make football fun again. I was just trying to find anything to energize the guys so that we could get out there and start and get a quick start together. So we did a lot of things. We modified our pregame, we modified our practices, modified everything really. Stayed true to what we do, but just kind of switched things up, try to get a faster pace in practice and do a couple fun things, and I think it really helped the boys, and I think they were a little energized.
All right. So how did you manage that kind of night on a night where you're playing on natural surface and it was sloppy and wet and just plain nasty?
Well, it was just overall a weird week. On Monday there was a heat advisory, 100 degrees, and we went in the morning. Then, Tuesday we were able to have regular practice. Wednesday we had to end practice early to get to a pep rally. Thursday, lightning struck the second we got out there, so we did practice in the gym. So, and then Friday we just got to get out there and go. And we did a lot of chalk talk throughout the week, so I think the boys were mentally prepared, but I was worried about if we were physically prepared. And then we just talked about the little things you got to do when it's muddy out there. Staying wide base, flat feet. Don't cut, run hard forward, things like that. And I think the boys really grasped it this time, and I think it made a big difference in how we played.
Isn't it hard to figure out sometimes when you think about that, the last couple of weeks where you got off to a slow start, you've changed up your routine a little bit, and it seems like it has sparked them. I don't know, I guess I'm trying to ask, isn't it kind of odd that you just don't know some weeks what's going to work and what doesn't?
Yeah, all of us in the coaching profession say that we're the crazy ones because we put our happiness in the hands of 15 to 18-year-old boys. And so week to week, you don't ever know. But I could tell that we were dragging and something was wrong in what we were doing. So we just tried to shorten everything, modify it, and just have a little fun with football. And sometimes as a coach, you get caught up in game planning and you want to be perfect, and sometimes you're wearing the boys down while doing that. And I took a step back myself and looked at it, and I said, man, we need to do some fun things here and just make it fun again.
Well, let's talk about the game itself from a standpoint. Again, you get off to a better start. That was a key. You were able to run the football. You were able to throw the football as well.
Yeah. In the first half, we were able to throw. And then, because we had just a sprinkle. Then the second half, it really started coming down. But honestly, it minimized our game plan as far as the weather went. So I loved it, though, because I like when I'm just calling ISO right, ISO left, trap right, trap left, toss right, toss left. And I think the boys kind of embraced it. And we had a challenge for our linemen, a sticker challenge we're doing for pancakes and stuff. So I think I saw a big difference on that when I was watching film. And just really, we focused the entire week on blocking to the whistle and just playing fast. And I think that made a big difference.
Did you say sticker challenge for pancakes?
Yes, sticker challenge for pancakes.
Explain that.
Well, every time the guys blocked whistle to whistle and finish their block, it doesn't mean the guy has to be in the ground, but we're giving them stickers, and then I'm going to owe them some pancakes. So a little thing like that. Whatever it takes to get the big guys going, we'll do it.
Well, they don't get enough love anyway, do they?
No, they don't.
And your guys do play well up front. We talked about that earlier in the year where you try to get them all together, and certainly as the season goes along, have you seen a progress you were looking for?
Oh, yeah. They're starting to think and play as one. And I saw what I really liked is I saw a lot of really good blitz pickups, both in the passing and run game, and I was just very impressed overall with their communication. And I really saw us take a step forward. I'm really excited for where we're going to progress from here because now they're starting to think and play as one.
This week, are you going to do something different this week now since you've done something different the last week?
We're going to kind of keep them on their toes a little bit, but I think we're going to keep everything short and fast and just keep trying to have fun.
We'll talk about this Friday night. Hopefully, it looks like you're going to have some better weather. Might be warmer. That's finally some good news. But again, you go right back into the grind of another tough Friday night.
Yeah, Tri is definitely a good team. They got some really good young skill players, and as always, they're big up front. The corn-fed boys. Yeah. But it's going to be a tough challenge for us, and I know they're going to play physical, and they do play fast. And they play a different kind of brand than we've gone against yet so far. And I really like their offense, pro-style offense that Andy runs there. Is something that I used to run. So it's kind of fun to get to go against that and scheme against that this week. So it'll be a fun challenge. But I know, and I remember some of these kids that we're going against now from the past couple of years in JV, and they got some speed in those skill players.
Coach, before I let you go, the one thing that you looked at this past weekend, Union County, they beat Hagerstown. Northeastern still undefeated. Well, I think we talked earlier in the year that this really could be a dogfight between some 5 or 6 teams in this conference.
Yeah, and the conference, I think, is very even this year. And it's kind of cool. The other night, we were in the coach's office all talking. We heard this big roar out there. The boys had checked the scores and saw that Hagerstown had lost. So they were very excited that we're back in the race for conference. And so week in and week out, you just got to do your best and try to come out with the win. And if you just keep winning, you're going to have a chance.